Welcome to Nails by Mystic. I'm Mystic, your resident internet nail enthusiast with zero technical training, and I promise you, you are going to see all of the lack of technical training here in this video. This is very much a trust the process type of situation. Fortunately for you, I edited a lot of the pain and the turmoil. So what you see me doing now, I am currently dehydrating my nails with the Macart dehydrator, and then I primed them right after. Right now we're using the 3-in-1 nail glue by Gel-Like. So Gel-Like is a brand that you can get off of Amazon. They have soft gel nail tips, which is what I just showed you in the beginning of the video, as well as the 3-in-1 nail glue in order to adhere the tips. I actually really like this system. I don't see a lot of people use this system on YouTube, but it's one of my favorite systems. This is the nail tips that I'm using is the medium stiletto. I don't know if I agree with the length of it. I think it's more so of a long length, and then once you use it as an extension, like you get a solid long length nail. Now, when I adhere these tips, I'm applying it with a blue light that I kind of have that clips onto the table, and you can't really see it here, but I do not adhere it all the way to the cuticle line. I actually adhere the tip 3 to 4 millimeters away from the cuticle line, and that's so I don't actually have to do any filing. What I do is then go in at the end and fill it in with a builder gel, and then it covers the sort of edge of the tip. And so I'm actually going to use the press-on gel from Nail Couture. When you read the back of the bottle in really small writing actually says, used to press on your nail tips or can be used as a builder gel. And I realized that I never saw anybody use it as a builder gel, so this is my attempt at trying to figure out if it works as a builder gel. What I will say is that it definitely works as a builder gel. It has a thick consistency like one, and I actually think that I'm going to use this product now as a clear builder gel instead of using it to adhere my Nail Couture tips, unless it's one of those tips that are sculptured that requires a lot of product. But this is a really good use for a builder gel if that's what you're actually looking for. Now, what I'm doing is pushing the gel into the cuticle. So when I put it on the nail, you saw that I left a sort of kind of like a glob, and then I pushed the glob up to the cuticle. That fills in the space between the edge of the nail tip and the actual cuticle itself. Then I'm going to go ahead and buff that, take the shine away, wipe it down with an alcohol pad, get rid of that uncured layer of gel on top, make it really smooth in order to make the nails good to do my base layer with, my base gel layer. Now this is where it gets fun. I'm actually going to make a syrup gel, a black syrup gel color. And so I'm going to use Vito's black gel polish because it's the only black that I actually own. And it's going to work just fine for that. And I'm also going to use some base coat with this as well that you're going to see me pull out here in just a second. So here's the thing. So we have something called Jelly Colors, which you may have heard of. And Jelly Colors is very much part of like what we call it in the West, or a Western beauty standard. And you have a tendency to see Jelly Colors pop out more around the summertime. It's usually those bright colors, those neon blues, pinks, greens, stuff like that. But in the Eastern sort of beauty standard, when you start looking at like Korean beauty standards and Korean nails, they actually have a syrup color. Now, I do believe that you get a jelly color and a syrup color by doing the exact same thing, which is mixing the color gel and a base coat. What I have noticed is that a jelly color and a syrup color have a bit of a different vibe. So jelly colors have a tendency to be more sort of poppy, kind of in your face colors. But then the syrup colors have a tendency to have more of a pulled back, subdued, kind of classier vibe. And that's what I was going for here. And so with this nail, I made myself a syrup black. And the reason why I wanted to do a syrup black was because I'm gonna have black nails, and sometimes when you have a lot of black, the black as a color can get really dense and heavy, and I wanted to have a couple of nails that sort of lighten the set. And so I made a few nails, as you'll see as I get into this, a syrup black. And so what we're gonna do is sort of paint on a few layers of this, because when you do syrup, it's really light and it's really transparent, and you're gonna want to build that. So you're gonna do a layer, right? You'll cure, you'll do another layer that's the same transparency, you'll cure, and depending on how dark you want it, you'll do that 2 or 3 times. In my case, I ended up doing it 3 times because I had liked the tone that it actually created. And then I ended up with my jelly black nail, or my syrup black nail. Syrup. This is supposed to be a syrup jelly. Now I am getting out some Beetles gold sparkle glitter gel polish, and what I'm gonna do is ombre this onto my syrup black nail and layer the glitter, because I do want a fair amount of glitter because I do want it to show, and then I'm going to use a detailing brush and sort of feather down the glitter with that so the glitter isn't globbed up in one area to create an ombre look. So I have these gold alloys, and in this particular pan, the gold alloys are really like stars and moons and suns. And then I'm going to use my Vinalisa nail glue. This nail glue you get off of AliExpress. I think I got it for, I mean, it couldn't have been more than $2, maybe $1.70 or something like that. And it's a pretty big pot. The nail glue itself is really flowy. If you like stiffer nail glue, my recommendation is to pop the nail glue that you have into the fridge for like 20 minutes before you use it. It stiffens up the nail glue a little bit and makes it easier to work with, which is what I did to this pot. And then I brushed on some nail glue onto my nail, and now I'm putting some gold stars onto my nail. These are like the sort of twinkly looking stars, as you can see there. And I will cure that and then cover it with a no wipe top coat, and then leave it be. Now I'm gonna do the black gel nail polish, and we're gonna do that over the rest of my nails. And I think that, at least this was the vibe I was going for, is that the syrup gel, did I call it jelly black again? That's not what I meant to say. The syrup black nails. My hope is that it breaks up the regular black nails, because if you can see with me painting it, it's super cool, super sexy, I love it, but it's really dense and it's really heavy, and I kind of wanted the set to have a sort of lighter feeling to it. So now that that's finished, I'm going to now wipe the uncured layer of that coat of gel polish off with some alcohol. And the reason why I'm going to wipe the uncured layer off is to give myself more time to work with the nails. Because I want to put different accents on my nails, I don't want to accidentally bump the nail into something or get lint on it or get hair on it because of the sticky layer. And so I just wipe the uncured layer off to buy myself more time. So right now I just pulled out the Macart Rhinestone nail glue. This is great nail glue, by the way, if you guys, or rhinestone glue, if you guys are looking for like a decent product. I like it because it's in a bottle and it's in a squeezy tube, and it's faster than using like glue in a pot and then trying to brush it on your nails. I like it, so if you were looking for one, I would recommend that one. And it's also kind of thick too. It has a nice thick consistency, which helps things stick and adhere to the nail. I'm also now going over that with a non-white top coat, and this for me is to help smooth out that big glob that I put on the nail, but also so I don't have to go back and non-white top it or like top coat it afterwards. Which I did end up regretting it on this particular nail that you may not see because a lot of it got edited out. But putting these stones on was, I mean, it took me a minute. Everything was slipping and sliding, and the stones were going all over the place. And then I was losing one, and then I would think I had it, and then I would look back, and then two of them had already fallen off because I think I put too much top coat on it, which made the whole nail just kind of slippery, and so it was a bit of a pain. But I got there in the end. I'm doing a sort of cluster, like a gem cluster, and the two stones is a champagne color and one is like a crystal clear color. I got them off of AliExpress, and I'm filling it in with like two flat back crystal gems, and then also filling in the rest of the nail with some pearls, and the pearls are flat back as well. And it's just to fill out the nail and to give the nail a little drama. You see I picked up a pair of scissors there. The scissors is just to realign everything, because like I said before, it was slipping and sliding. Moving on to the next nail, I have some more alloys. These alloys are just of like, I don't even know what you would call it, bars, different kind of bars. And honestly, it's just to continuously fill out the nail. So I did the glue or the rhinestone glue again, and now the non-white top coat for my pointer finger. And then I'm going to adhere the sort of pointy embellishment that you see sitting there, and then fill out the space around it with two gold bars, and that's just to fill out the nail. Now this is my favorite nail of the entire nail set, because in the end she came together and she gave me drama. And so I am using the same gold glitter gel polish that I used for my syrup gel nail, and we're just doing one layer of that over the black nail on the thumb. Now we're taking again the Macart Rhinestone nail glue, and we're going to apply like a thick line over the nail, and then the non-white top coat. Then I'm taking this chain. Look at how sexy it is. Look at that. And I'm going to glue that baby down, okay? We're going to get her right, make sure she's straight, but look how nice that is. Now to add to the drama of it all and more sort of dimension, I'm taking some flatback rhinestones in a champagne color because it matches, and I'm going to actually adhere them alongside the chain, and it just adds an extra dimension of sparkle, which you'll see at the end of the video of what that did. On my pinky finger, I'm going to do this sort of weird like gold French tip thing because I was running out of ideas at this point. Because I had wiped off the uncured layer already, there's nothing for gold foil to adhere to, and so what you see me putting down is a base coat. I did a quick cure to make that part of the finger sticky again. Now I'm going to take the gold foil and I'm going to stick it in that base coat that's now sticky. And you're going to see that what I'm going to start doing is pressing the foil into the nail, into the tip of the nail. And that's going to help me create this sort of weird French tip type of situation. because my French tip wasn't as defined as I would have liked it to be with the foil, what I decided to do was take some small champagne colored gems or rhinestones and outline a French tip with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat a lot of what I did on my other hand to this hand. And so this hand, I will go ahead and do one more coat of the gold glitter polish. And after I go ahead and clean up my cuticle, because I left a whole glob over there, I'm going to go ahead and put the rhinestone glue again. And then attach the another chain to this hand, like I did to my thumb. I did another gem cluster on this hand too. What I did differently though, I used a clear polygel instead of using the McCart rhinestone glue, just because polygel was harder and I didn't want the gems to slip and slide again. What I will say was that was a much better method. They stuck and they didn't go anywhere. So if you've been having trouble with that, try polygel. At the tip of the nail, I did some rhinestone nail glue, smoothed it out with non-wipe top coat, and now I'm just putting some pearls on it to sort of fill up the empty space that's there, and kind of get it to match. But I mean, it's real extra, but I think she cute. She heavy though. She heavy. Now right here, I am buffing off gel that got cured onto my hand. So this was the top coat that I didn't see when I was trying to take it off. It cured a little bit and I buffed it off. Whenever you get gel on you, you can probably buff it off. You don't have to leave it on your hand or your forever, but just make sure you're buffing off at the soft side. Now, of course, we're gonna hit some cuticles with the cuticle oil. Make sure they're nice and nourished, and get ready for the big reveal.